Okay, so in our lesson 3, we recapped some stuff from fractions, decimals, and percentages. We moved on to look at mostly how we could use percentages, especially when we were working with a calculator. So first of all, we went through how we might do this. So for instance, if we wanted to find 45% of 300, we could take our 45% and we could change it into a decimal. And the way we do that is by dividing by 100 to give us 0.45. And then we simply multiply the amount by the decimal. Which in this case would give us 135. So to recap that, we change our percentage into a decimal by dividing by 100, and then we multiply the decimal by the amount. So that was if we wanted to find a percentage of amount. The next thing we talked about was how we could increase and decrease using this method, and we talked about something called a multiplier. So the way that we did this was to say, okay, if we're decreasing by 10%, my original amount is 100%, so my 550 is 100%, and then I'm going to take away the 10%. So I'm actually going to find 90% of the amount. And again, we change this into a decimal by dividing by 100 to us 0.9. And then we're going to multiply the amount by 0.9. So in this case, we would end up with 495, and that is pounds. If we're increasing, we're getting bigger. So we would take our 100% and we would add 35%. So we've got 135%, and we could divide that by 100. So as a decimal, we'd have 1.35. And then we can multiply our amount by 1.35. £120 times 1.35, which would give us £162. We went on to explore how that would work in these cases. So where we've got a discount, we're decreasing. So we would have 100%, take away the 20%. So we'd be finding 80% of the amount. And we could divide that by 100 to give our decimal of 0.8, and then multiply by 240. Which would give us £192. We also talked about a real-world application of an increase. So that would be, for instance, with interest. Each year it's increasing by an amount, so 2%. So we'd have 100% plus 2% to give us 102%. And then we'd have 102% divided by 100 to give us our decimal. So it gives 1.02. And then we multiply our amount by 1.02. Which will give us £612. Any questions about this, please send me an email.